Yeah, so I mean, my senior year of high school, it was a pandemic, so like I was spending a lot of time just thinking about, how much we're being online and how much like us as people were sort of creating these facades of who we were and who and also just how it kind of fragmented relationships and how a lot of those things, became surface level. And one of the big things I realized was a lot of the energy I was putting into things were things that weren't necessarily like legit or like for real. And it just was a time where I was realizing the importance of how we reciprocate energy, especially like as a Black woman. So then I realized there's a poem I have in there called Ain't We Women, and it talks a lot about that. It's kind of like a transition into the other parts of the album, but like the importance of protecting your energy. And that's something that I was like realizing for myself then.
Thank you for that. So, do you do like any other artistic things besides sing, direct, produce?
Yeah, so all the beats on the album I produced. I produced all my own beats. I produced for some people. I do like lives on IG where I just do like remixes. Like I do a lot of funk trap, so I'll do like some of that live or like lo-fi beats on the live. It's just fun.
What does producing entail for people who don't know?
So production and music, well, that's right. Producing and music is basically, for me, it's making beats, but for other folks, it's engineering. I ain't the best engineer on my show, but I really enjoy the process of working with sounds and constructing beats. And then I'll work with like engineers that I know on like mixing vocals and stuff like that. But
so do you find like the ability to be able to bounce between two stages of music, being able to produce it vocally and also be able to create the music that you like to sing on? Do you find like yourself really like tailoring your music to something that you really specific to yourself, like a style that you really like to go with?
yeah, I mean, it's funny because before I started releasing like music with me singing on it, I was producing before. I actually produced since I was like 14. So I was doing like I tried doing everything under the sun. So like now it's more so a process of like, I'll just make a beat. And if I'm feeling it, then I'll hop on it. I don't know if I have like any specific sounds. There's an artist named Steve Lacy, and I feel kind of like connected and inspired by him because his process is kind of similar to mine in a way, where it's like I just like make stuff, and then if I'm feeling it, I'll hop on it for myself. But if not, I'll give it to somebody else.
One more question, but you kind of already answered it. You said Steve Lacy. Does he inspire you, or do y'all have similar writing techniques?
I think that, but like mostly I'm inspired by him because he's like the only like phone producer I know of. And how I started producing, I didn't have no money for like paid like DAW, and I didn't have a desktop at the time. I had a phone. Yeah, oh no, yeah, Pro Tools was too much. But I had FL Studio Mobile. And at the time, not that many people were using it. And it takes so much like time to construct beats on there. But I love doing it so much that I was willing to learn. And there's so few tutorials that like, there was like this Discord I was in, and there's some people who got to do it. And so I was learning from them, we learning from each other. And then it sort of like became like that was my main one. So I was dropping beats, releasing beats on SoundCloud from there. And Steve Lacy is the only artist I know that started with the phone and made it big, and it just like makes you feel like I don't need to have all these super fancy things to make music, and I'm actually gonna lie. So,
thank you. Wonderful answer. One more last question. Where do you want to take your music, singing, craft, producing?
Honestly, one of my favorite things to do is like I love to make music for myself. I think it's therapeutic. And I love to perform, but I think one of my goals eventually is to be able to work with other artists, work with other people, make beats for them, work on songs with them. I think collaboration is spiritual in a lot of ways. I think people can feed off of each other's energy in a really positive way, and it's a chance to learn from another person. So I hope to be collaborating more in the future and hopefully turn it into some type of business eventually, but I'm still figuring out where I'm trying to go. But yeah.
Thank you for that. Can y'all put y'all hands together for Indi Money one more time?
Yeah.
You talented. I mean, my future, we definitely can work together. I'll put my bid in now. Phase.